Thank you for the membership, decap. Impression of Chandler at an auction. Fucking stop, man. Thank you for the $5. Did you know Winston Churchill's mum was born and raised in the US? OP genetics. Did you know that every one of the white ancestors that are in the US that you have were born and raised in the UK at some point, dude? OP genetics. Don't go genetics when you're from the US. You don't have your own genetics. Thank you for the $5, Mac McCheesy. Fucking sucks Islam picking Poirier for an easy defense and sad retirement for Dustin. Should give him almond olives winner. Hope he sleeps Islam if though. Yeah, I hope they don't give Makhachev the Poirier fight because he doesn't deserve it. Poirier doesn't deserve it, is what I'm saying. He just doesn't. Thank you for the $5 at all. I know. Do you think, and like, you haven't fought against a lightweight yet. Why are you in such a rush all of a sudden? I don't even believe that he wants to fight sooner. I think he's just putting up a fuss about it, knowing the UFC won't let him. But like, I don't understand why all of a sudden it's like, now I have to fight a lightweight right now in June. Who's ready? Like, why are we booking Gaethje Holloway then? Why are we booking Oliveira Tsarukyan? For you. So fucking wait a second. Always when he can't fight, Makhachev wants to fucking fight. But whenever there's a fucking number one contender waiting there for him, he's fucking, Volk again? Thank you for the $5. Do you think MMA Joey loves dogs as much as Hizzy with how much he glazes him? Put the word hot in front of it and he might. Will Canelo fight Paul just to avenge Tyson's loss? Maybe, yeah. That could be the storyline, right? This guy's disgracing boxing. I'm going to punish him for everyone. That could be how Jake Paul baits in Canelo. True. Thank you for the $5, Joseph Roganism. Why does everyone think that Shavkat kills JDM when he struggled to get down Wonderboy? True, and was getting tagged by Neil. I could see JDM winning as well, buddy. I could see it as well. I think that's a very good matchup. And just because Shavkat said, you will suffer the fate of my other opponents on Twitter, doesn't make him an unbeatable demon-killing king. You know? Like, he needs to be seen as like who he is, which is a hittable guy who's tough and strong and good on the feet and good on the ground. But like, there's openings, man. He got dropped on the regional scene. He got stung by Jeff Neal and wobbled. He gets hit, and JDM can land. I remember you clowning Rose for crying on the bus. That was funny as hell. Thoughts on Kayla Harrison being triggered by Arman? I don't really care. It actually adds a bit more spice to the card, and it gives Arman Tsarukyan a bit more of a based following, which I'm all in favor for. And I do remember clowning Rose for crying on the bus. But the reason why I clowned Rose Namajunas for crying on the bus that McGregor threw a dolly at is because she was nowhere near where he threw the dolly at. She had to make it all about her. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was so fucking annoying, that whole thing. Literally, it hit Chiesa in the face and cut him open, and he wasn't crying. And there's all these other people on the bus that literally nearly got hit by glass, and it splattered everywhere. She's at the front other side of the bus crying. The only one on the entire bus that was crying. Like, grow the fuck up, like, honestly. Jesus Christ. Well, actually, Pat Barry would rather she doesn't, but I'd tell her to grow the fuck up. Thank you very much for the $2. Are you going to fight Parisian in a mirror match? No way. Thank you for the $10, Deshaun Duplessis. There isn't enough good fighters on the roster to support fun cards every week. So what would your solution be? Don't say put on better cards. That's what we got. Then what we got? Okay. There aren't enough good fighters on the roster to support fun cards every week. Here's what my solution would be. You want to understand my fucking solution to good cards? You know what? A main card. Let me just talk to you about this right now. O'Malley Vera 2, UFC 299. O'Malley Vera 2, Poirier St. Denis, Michael Page, Kevin Holland, JDM Gilbert Burns, and Yan Yadong is enough of a card. Then you get Mikel Pereira on the prelims, Despain on the prelims, a couple other prelim bouts. You do not then need Blades Almeida, Gamrot Dos Anjos on top of it. You don't need that. You don't need Garbrandt. I know it's UFC 300, so it's different, but you don't need some of these fights on the prelims of pay-per-views. You know, Jailton Almeida, Curtis Blades could be a main event of one of these other fight night cards, and then it looks infinitely better because the current main event becomes like a good co-main event. And then Gamrot Dos Anjos could have been a main event of one of these cards. It still wouldn't have been great, but it would have made the rest of the card look better down the line. Like, as it all gets shuffled down to where it actually belongs. But they're just leaving us out to dry by fucking having 4 fucking fight night main events on the prelims of pay-per-views. It's pissing me off. It's fucking pissing me off, but here's where we are. Here's what it is. UFC 301 main event and co-main event, in your opinion? I think it's going to be, if Pereira beats Hill, they'll try and do him versus Ankalaev. And for the co-main event, I think they will just do Pantoja Albazi. Also, Guru GM was down on the official scorecards. They were wrong. What the fuck did Burns do in terms of damage in round 2? Oh, wait. The shot that he threw on JDM that was a big right hand was blocked. Masvidal versus Diaz boxing match. Thoughts? I think it's sad and they're both going to look shit. And I actually think Diaz can win. Thank you for the $2, and I think he will win. I thought, you know what, maybe Masvidal would be able to beat him, but I saw it was like an 8 or 10 rounder, and I just don't think Masvidal is disciplined enough to be able to survive those later rounds. Thank you for the $5. JDM's grappling is serious. He didn't look in real danger once on the ground, and knowing he broke his arm early makes his performance an astounding W. An astonishing W indeed, yeah. He actually broke his arm blocking a head kick in round 1, right, within the last minute or so. So, yeah, fucking crazy, right? Fucking insane. He might have actually broke it a bit earlier than that, but it was like he threw it double left hand towards like the last 2 minutes of round 1, so I'm going to assume it was the kick after he entirely stopped using his left hand, you know? Impression of Dagestani fighters showing you a childlike magic trick, thumb attached to a trick, while other Dagestanis around you find the trick amazing. All right, show me what it is. You moved your foot. Am I 12 years old? What do you mean? How is that going to shock me? Thank you very much for the $5. These Dagestanis, dude, and their fucking 8-year-old humor. They tap me and I look a certain way, and that's the sort of shit they do.